If you haven't yet selected your seed for this year's corn acres, our following interview with Nebraska Extension plant pathologist Tamra Jackson-Ziems could help in guarding against potential problems. We recently talked with Tamra, who said even though it's the off-season, now is a valuable time to manage corn diseases.
Well, selecting the right seed corn hybrid can actually help you minimize or avoid disease altogether next year, but it requires you knowing your field history and what diseases you've had problems with last year and in previous years.
Why is that so important to know what each field has had in the past?
Well, it's really important to us because many of the most important pathogens, like the ones that cause Goss's wilt, gray leaf spot, and northern corn leaf blight, have pathogens that overwinter either in residue or in the soil. And so if you've had them in the past, there's a really good chance that you're going to see them again, whether it's this year or in the coming years.
Do some diseases cause so many problems that it may push you to rotation of a different crop the following year?
Absolutely. There are many tools available to us depending on which disease that you're struggling with. And crop rotation is also very important to us, and especially so for certain diseases.
Which diseases across the state were prevalent this growing season?
Well, this past year, as everyone knows, we had a pretty violent weather year, and so we had a lot of wounding in the corn crop all the way across the state. And one of our most important diseases in Nebraska and now in the Midwest is Goss's bacterial wilt and blight. The pathogen that causes Goss's wilt can infect plants through wounds, and so we did see more Goss's wilt in some areas, although it didn't become as severe as we thought. But it's out there. In addition, in the eastern part of the state, we saw northern corn leaf blight severity that we have never seen before. And so those are two important pathogens I think we're going to see more of in the coming years.
Why are you fearful that Goss's wilt, if you've had it before, will reemerge?
Absolutely. That pathogen overwinters in infected residue extremely well, and so I would go so far as to guarantee that you're going to see it again. And the most effective way to manage Goss's wilt that we have now is with a resistant hybrid and crop rotation.
Are there other diseases like that where, if you've had it, it's difficult to get rid of it and you might see it, it might become a problem again?
You know, there's probably a few examples. One in particular this year, I mentioned northern corn leaf blight. That's caused by a fungus. It does overwinter in our crop residue, much like gray leaf spot or Goss's wilt. And we do have resistance, and our seed companies do rate their hybrids for resistance or tolerance to northern corn leaf blight. That's a great way to control that disease, and also it may help you delay or even avoid a fungicide application and save you on input costs.
On the Crop Watch website, you can find more information about corn diseases, including video examples. We'll link to those resources on the Market Journal homepage.